Great, finally. Hey, woohoo.
Oh,
Can we get straight into it? I've got Jay Mane here. That's super exciting. I just want to acknowledge that this is going to be a big gear shift for me mentally now because we've been doing stuff. We've been living our lives, like setting up equipment here, having big conversations. Woo. Jay Mane. Jay Mane is, how can I feel like, so I want to give you an intro. Can I give you an intro and feel free to fix any of this? Jay Mane.
This is perfect.
Comedian. I'm getting compliments already. Comedian from Melbourne.
Oh.
I know. I knew you were going to have to fix this intro up because I've described you in that way before, and you've been like, Ryan, why?
Yeah, okay. Born and raised, but my dad's a Queenslander, and I've moved around a lot. So, but yeah, for lack of a better term, from Melbourne or Victoria.
So it's not your identity. You feel uncomfortable because your dad's from Queensland.
Yeah, Townsville, far North Queensland.
Okay,
Like redneck.
but you are not from Queensland.
No.
This is interesting to me already. Like, identity. Are you from somewhere?
I mean, yeah, but like, I don't know. I don't want to immediately jump into some sort of deep philosophical,
Okay, let's not.
chicken or egg. But I came from Southeast Victoria. That's where I spent most of my time.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, I moved from there to Bunbury. So as far as Bunbury's concerned, yes, I'm from
Melbourne. I get it, man. I don't identify with I'm from here place either. So I get it.
Donnybrook, right?
Yeah, exactly. What does that mean? I grew up in Donnybrook, but if I were to say I'm from Donnybrook, what does that mean? It doesn't say anything about me.
No, it doesn't.
So
I don't think anyone from Donnybrook is wearing Calvin Klein underwear. Is this too much of the sausage being made?
No, look. I am wearing Calvin. I don't want to get it out right now because
don't ask me how I know
either. Because I told he knows because I told him because I did a bit about alpha male underwear.
Yeah.
Because this is more about me, like how desperate I am to convey a certain image. So so I do a little bit about alpha male underwear. I'll tell you where that came from. It's because I had alpha male underwear and I saw the incongruity between wearing alpha male, wearing underwear that says alpha male on it, but buying this underwear that you bought at Kmart for $2. There's not much alpha about that.
No, but if you want to talk about identity and where you're from,
yeah, I do.
If it wasn't $2 from Kmart and it was $75 from some designer that said alpha male, does that where it come from?
No, because it's desperate. Like it's a desperate attempt at clawing status from something written on your underwear. Whether it's I'm on board this ship with you. So it's about the naming as well. So comedian, what kind of underwear do you wear?
Bonds. Oh no, step ones.
Nice. Step ones?
Yeah.
What is that?
I don't know. It's one of the ones online, online only brands, but they're really comfortable. They're stretchy and bamboo.
So deliberately aiming yourself in the middle there. Not not Kmart.
Yeah, not Kmart, not Calvin Klein.
Strategic.
The grey man.
So you're a step comedian, a step ones guy. So, by the way, when you say online, it kind of sounds like Temu.
No.
A little bit better.
They're ones where it's like they're decent quality. I like them. They last a while.
Okay. I'm sorry to suggest that Jay might wear underwear from Temu. So a step one's what
Danny
else?
DeVito from Temu.
You're a Danny DeVito Temu.
Or Timu Danny DeVito?
I don't know, man. Like, Danny DeVito now is like...
Short, fat, and bald?
So old. Must be so old. You ever watch Twins?
Oh, like in the 90s, yeah.
Yeah, you did watch me. Are you Danny, Arnie?
Yeah, you're really digging for the compliment there, aren't you?
I'll set myself up for the opposite, actually.
Hey, look, honestly, it fits. Like, if I'm calling myself Timu Danny DeVito, you're definitely Arnold Schwarzenegger, aren't you?
I'll take it. I'll take that.
Can you do it? Can you do an Arnie impression?
I don't want to buy this underwear. It says alpha male. Going to get a bit Scottish, mate.
There is no way. Like, you had to do that bad on purpose. Like, you tried to make that bad. You didn't try to do a good one on that one, did you?
That is probably the best way you could have insulted me. By implying that I might have done that on purpose.
Like,
he knows I didn't.
Yeah.
Do you?
No.
Am I giving you too much credit?
Like, there is no, like, if you were trying to do a good Arnie impersonation, there's no way it could have been that bad. The only way it could have been as bad as it was is if you were trying to do a bad Arnie impersonation.
No, that's how bad I am.
Okay, well, I'm sorry.
Just effortlessly doing comedically funny, bad impressions. I'll take that, man. Maybe I'm going to start doing more impressions.
You should have just said yes, and then it made you look like a,
I just can't. I don't know. I just can't help but be honest.
Like, not even get to the chopper. Like, nothing. Like, I can't do a good Arnie impression, but at least I know the line.
No, I do an impression like a guy trying to do an impression.
Okay.
Which is what you were saying.
Sure.
Get to the chopper. It's not just the way it sounds, it's my face when I say it, right?
Yep. No, I'm with you.
I'm just going to lean into this, man. So, people want to know about you. I want to know about you. Like, we're friends already, me and Jay. I feel like I'm still getting to know more about you in our real life. So I'm going to use this podcast as an opportunity to maybe ask some questions about you that I also want to know. But you're also pretty much running a stand-up comedy scene in Bunbury now.
Yeah.
How does that feel? By the way, we do it together, but this is not about me. It is about Jay.
No.
How does that... But you running stand-up comedy in running the stand-up comedy scene in Bunbury. What's it like?
It's exciting, to be honest.
Growing. I should say building, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like it's the wording changes a lot. Yeah. Working with yourself and our other aspiring comedians.
Fiona L. Ross.
Oh, yep. Fiona, Ross, Nick, Francis. I feel obligated that if I didn't mention somebody like...
And all of you, I get it.
Yeah.
Please write in. We want to say your name if we forgot.
Yeah, like,
blah, blah, blah.
comment, subscribe. But no, it's exciting and fun because it's just the fact that it's happening. Like, getting to experience that process of an idea, and you put that idea out there, you start taking steps towards that idea, and then that idea actually becoming a physical thing that is happening is always really fun. And it's almost amazing that, like, something that was just in your head is now a reality that other people get to experience. We're still in our infant stages. We're still learning to crawl, but I love it. And that's why I'm really keen to put in, like, the hard work and do what I can to help the other people involved prosper.
I'm really glad we're doing it together. I don't want to make this too much, make it the you and me show. I don't want to make this episode about you, but what you said then made me feel something, which is...
You can do that?
Describing. I can. This guy always calls me the robot. It's a good gag. You're not the only one to call me the robot, and I'll jump in on a bit. Yeah. Anyway, blah blah blah. What you said made me feel something, which is the way that you described what we're doing, which is trying to set up a stand-up comedy scene in Bum, made me so glad we're doing it together, man. Because it's hard.
But it's fun.
You know, it's like it's fun. Is it fun?
Hell yeah.
Like, so sometimes, like, when people tell me how they feel about something, because of my robotic thing, sometimes disconnected from the way people feel about stuff, it's legitimate surprise in me that I have to check in, and I just feel like sometimes when I do that I'm trying to look for an angle or be antagonistic or something. I'm not. It's me genuinely trying to understand why someone feels that way. Really? Is it fun?
What? All right. Let me help you. Why wouldn't it be fun?
It's work. Technical issue. Just bear with me a sec. You guys, I want to acknowledge you guys hear that crackling and snapping. That's me fixing the connection of the microphone. There we go. Why wouldn't it be? It's work. People are difficult sometimes. I'm difficult sometimes, and just in case anyone in the group of people that we work with feel like Jay's difficult sometimes, I'm difficult sometimes, everyone is difficult sometimes for that reason. Why wouldn't it be fun? It's pressure. There's personal pressure. There's egos involved. My own and other people's. Reasons why. Listen to me, how negative I sound. But to answer your questions, reasons why it might not be fun sometimes. So sometimes that, for me, that stops it from being fun. But I do it because, look, I get the satisfaction of building something as well. And some of the satisfaction for me is the joy of creating. So I want to be able to do stand-up comedy, and I'm creating the thing that allows me. So my selfish reason, I'm creating a thing that allows me to be able to do it. Yeah.
So let me and you. Is that, yeah, it is stressful. It is pressure. My question was, why isn't it fun? You did a lot of things that described it.
Yeah.
But, and yes, and it's a challenge. Despite the difficulties, it is fun having that challenge, for me anyway, having that challenge in front of me and then finding a way to solve it or to deal with it. And then once you meet that challenge and you get to see the results, that's satisfying.
So I'm really grateful to get to be able to record these podcasts in the theatre. Such a great space. It's a space we share with other people.
Can I make a comment on that?
Yeah.
Again, I agree. It's lovely, but
right.
if I understand correctly, I'm the third guest you've had on this podcast so far.
Yeah.
And I've noticed that there's no, you haven't had a female guest on yet. And now that I'm not putting you on blast, I just want to put it out there to the audience and perhaps any women who may be a guest on. I can understand why it might be difficult. Because to get into this recording space, you go through a dark, descending labyrinth of corridors into a rather soundproof little oversized cupboard. And if I see the first female guest on here, I will just applaud them for having what I can assume is a lack of self-preservation to go through that to get here and be recorded. Knowing that it is completely safe, this is a safe space, but just the path to that safe space does not feel it.
not the reason we haven't had any women on yet. I'm trying to connect with that. Like, that would not at all come into my mind
Yeah.
with having female. So, like, I don't know. Can we try that next time? Next time I have a female guest on, we'll
Ask them about
do that with them. It'll be required in order to get in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, just to give some context, yes, we're in an old theatre, and it's in a storage room, more or less, of the theatre. So to get in here, it is down through the seating area, which is usually unlit because we don't turn the house lights on, down behind the backstage and down through the green room and everything into this little space here. It's a perfectly logical process, but just in that moment of navigating an old theatre through phone torchlight, you could see how it gets a little Blair Witchy.
I'm not connected enough with a female point of view.
Okay, fair enough. I probably shouldn't be claiming to be either.
No, that's cool. So, what were we talking about? I felt like we moved on from something. About running stand-up comedy.
Yeah, running stand-up, yeah.
Okay. So,
those Calvin Kleins are riding up there, are they?
yeah, no, it's this seat that sucks. I'm in the broken seat. I've given our guest a prime spot
I love it.
today. Can you do that? Jay is Jay is dressed. I helped Jay choose these sneakers out, by the way.
Oh, I'm so glad we get to address that.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, we should probably, that whole Danny DeVito Arnie thing really was more of a art school Dr. Evil and Mini-Me.
This reference I don't get. Art school.
Dr. Evil.
Because I'm like, is this like the drama?
Yeah, the drama kid.
Drama kid thing. It's funny that I've got that. You're not the first person to say that. Like,
oh, fuck, I've
you know
become
what?
an original. I'm a hack, sorry.
Yeah. No, it's like, I don't know. I think it's because I'm not a drama kid. I'm the nerd / druggy superhero like trying to get into stand-up comedy and improv and podcasting and trying to teach myself this drama kid type stuff. And I think that's why I give off that vibe. What? What are you thinking?
Are you...
What?
You're basically creating a role-playing game character of the drama kid, and you're like trying to level up your stats.
Look,
and pick your skill set.
Yeah.
To start the game.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't even points to put into charisma.
Yeah, I don't even take that as a dig. Yes. Like literally, that is literally how my mind works. And like bringing this back to fun, the fun of like running or building the stand-up scene in Bunbury is the same fun as is building up the RPG gang of this guy. I'm like filling in those dots and choosing the like level up thing, skill tree.
You don't celebrate your birthday. It's just character creation
day.
There's
the fun of that. I really like those games, man. This connects to my nerdy aspect. I really like those kinds. So it is the fun of that. Like, so I kind of do relate to you, and you're talking about like you face this challenge and you overcome it. But I think that why I was a little bit like fun was the use of that word fun because for me it's like it doesn't. I don't know if the feeling. I didn't think that for me the feeling was fun. It's more like the feeling of achievement. Like I built the building. I stand there and look at the building proudly for a minute, and then I go and build the next taller building. It's not I don't think it's the pleasure of fun. I think it's the pleasure of building, which I think it's different. Fun is like the fun of not building. It's like throwing a beach ball around at the beach, or do you know what I mean? What do you think?
Well, yeah, I mean, like, all right, let me sort of see if I understand what you're saying. Have you got like trophies or like medals or anything for like achievements before?
No.
No.
Have I got them before?
Yeah.
Yeah, who do you think you're talking to?
Exactly, right? But I just wanted to make sure. And did you like keep them and display them or anything like that? Like the
when
first
I
place
was
trophy?
when I was young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like what say like you got that award and it was on display
Mm-hmm.
and then you looked at it sometime after the event, what went through your mind when you looked at that medal or trophy?
What went through my mind?
Like, did it remind you of being awarded the trophy and standing there and getting the applause, or did it remind you of the day of the competition, or whatever it was associated with? Did it bring you back to that moment, or did it remind you of something?
It Okay, so this is gonna get deep. You guys don't mind? I don't mind getting deep and personal. No, I think it's something a little bit sadder than that. I think it's like of not yet being good enough.
Yeah, but if you won so I assumed it was first place trophy.
No, okay, so you're making me think of a football participation trophy.
Okay, yeah, so that is sad. Like, for real. And I can see why looking at that triggers negative emotions. That's how I feel about participation trophies or certificates or whatever. And I've had a few of them.
Uh-huh.
But the actual, like, first place or second or, like, whatever it is, for me, whenever that's happened, I go, like, oh, yeah, cool. But now it's just a piece of plastic or metal or timber or whatever it is, and I'll try to be proud of it, but I don't really give a shit about the award or that accolade, because to me the value was what I learnt and the experience that earned me that. That was really just a token of the valuable thing. It's not the actual valuable thing.
So, for you in stand-up, might be then seeing the poster for the next event or an event that we've done successfully in the past. You might look at that and feel this way. Is that what you mean?
More like, all right, if we wanted to attribute it to stand-up, like, I love seeing the posters leading up to the event, and I get very, like, I appreciate it and love what it represents. And then I like seeing the poster of past events, but I don't look at that poster as an achievement in of itself. It just reminds me of what happened on that night. Like, that show at that venue, what challenge we faced setting up at that venue, what happened in the audience on that night. So it really is just entirely about the experience that I went through that is linked to that poster, trophy, medal, certificate.
Yeah.
It's actually got but no significance to the poster.
And that's fun?
No, I mean, it's more just my value system. But
you remember the fun of that moment?
No. Okay.
Because okay, so...
All right,
so
I'm with you.
So because I do see you having a lot of fun in the moment when you do the shows. And in fact, when Ross Gear has invited us to go out afterwards, he said, come on, guys, this will be fun. And you said, this is my fun.
Yeah.
The show, which I get it, because I also don't want to
go
out.
I do want to go out.
And I see you having fun.
Tired.
Yeah, and I see you having a lot of fun.
Yeah. I'm going to steal something from another personality, Steve Ranella, and he tells his story about what he calls high-grade fun and low-grade fun, and I really subscribe to this. I believe this so, vehemently, is that low-grade fun is something that is fun in the moment, but then really sort of meaningless afterwards, like a roller coaster. You get on that roller coaster, you go over the ride, you go, wee, that was really, really fun, and you might sort of think about it for the next couple of days, but you don't hold court at a night out with your friends telling the story of the roller coaster because it was a roller coaster. It's just, it's a fleeting moment. Higher grade fun is the stuff that is objectively awful in the moment, but then once you get through it, the reflection and the memory and the story of that experience opens up high grade fun that is with you potentially forever and keeps giving because you get to tell that story over and over again and you get to relive it and share it. That's to me the pinnacle of fun, which means you have to suffer in the front half to earn that high grade fun.
Ooh, so what's it like as you're talking to see the expression on my face?
I know, I'm wondering.
What's it like for... Hang on. Testing, 1. Thanks for putting up with this, guys. What's it like for you guys watching to see my face? Because inside, sorry to derail the point, but I feel like my attempt to listen to you, I don't want it to be distracting, and it is genuine. Should I just... Is it nothing?
No, I have thoughts.
Because you get it. No, I'm trying to not have thoughts. I'm trying to follow the story. So I'm visualizing as you talk. So, and I'm losing your point already.
High grade fun, low grade fun.
It's not a shot at Jay. It's a shot at me. So, high grade fun and low grade fun. Okay, I get it. Low grade fun being the beach ball on the beach.
Yeah, it's fun in the moment. Yeah,
not a
have
hike,
fun, but you're not telling stories.
Not a hike to the Himalayas.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Okay, so doing this a stand-up show for you is like a beach ball at the beach.
No. That is high grade fun.
What is
the
show?
The organization, the work part of it. Doing stand-up is great. It's just if it was a case of me doing a set somewhere where I've just showed up, done a 5-minute spot and left on somebody else's show and I'm not connected to it, I guess that would be considered low-grade fun because it's, unless something crazy happens, but it's just a go, attend, do the thing, leave. Being on the organisational side of things, where we're organising the venue, doing all the technical stuff, herding the talent and doing the...
You can say cats.
Herding cats. Cultivating the lineup and then making sure the show runs smoothly is stressful and exhausting. But when we go, thank you all for coming, and everyone claps, and then we go hang out the front, and as people are leaving, they stop and say hi and, tell you how much they enjoyed the show. That is now the high-grade fun part of it because now I've just gone through this however long of suffering to then yield this result, and now that's what I live for. That high is so much better than any low-grade fun.
Okay, yeah, bro, I get that. When you painted the picture of... God, I say painted the picture a lot. When you painted the picture of that work up to getting the show, running the show, and that moment, there's a moment where it flicks, where you've done your job and you relax into enjoyment. Yeah, me too. But you lost me at the hanging out with everyone afterwards because my bed is that much shorter than yours. And because I see you having a lot of fun. Hey, I love everyone all the other comedians that we do, but I don't want to talk to anyone. I don't want to talk to anyone. I'm spent, man.
Yeah.
I'm fucking cooked at that point. So it's great that you love to socialize in that moment afterwards.
Yeah, well, it's like, people want to like pathologize, like, I'm an introvert or I'm an extrovert or I'm a whatever fucking TikTok psychology thing they want to attribute to themselves to.
Yeah, do it, man. Don't like.
No, okay, yeah, like, I mean, I like doing it because sometimes it's a good way to communicate things, but I sort of.
And it's fun. What the fuck does anyone know what they're talking about?
Enough.
Like, you hear.
Like horoscopes, like, they're fun.
Bro, you hear how many experts and idiots are talking on YouTube, TikTok, like they know shit. Fucking, let's just do it.
All right.
Go for it, man.
Then, I would argue that people would label me as an extrovert. And I would say that, yeah, I probably am because I'm quite comfortable jumping up on a stage and public speaking and doing that sort of personal interaction. And I do enjoy that, but it is taxing. So they say that like an extrovert gets energy from a social environment where an introvert is drained by a social environment and they need to sort of withdraw to recharge. And so I feel like, I can't do all social all the time. I need to be able to just go, world, I do not exist because I don't have the energy for it.
Oh, yeah, you do that. You're good at that, like having your day off, phone off.
Yeah.
No reply. That's cool. Hurt my feelings a little bit the first time I counted it.
Yeah.
But then during a week later, when you explain it to me.
But I need that. I can't be me. I can't be on all the time.
It's good, man.
So when, someone does go, oh, let's throw Jay at this thing and let him be the personality for it, I'm like, okay. But then, I need to be like, cool. But then part of that, though, is that if I'm in that zone and it's like, cool, well, like I'm burning that energy off, then I want to give it my all. So if we do this show and all that work's done and then we get that little bit at the end, like Ross wanted to go out, I want to go out and marinate in that fun because that tension's gone. Like the stress of the show has popped and now we just get to ride the momentum of that out. Like, it's like catching a wave. You just want to ride it in until that wave dissipates, jump off your board, walk in and go home. That's what I'm aiming for. But sometimes that wave's there and it's like I've got no energy to paddle and I just got to let that wave pass and then go home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't always have the power to catch it. But when I do, I'm super stoked and love it and here for it.
That's cool, man. Don't worry, Roski only wanted to go to the Burley and hit on drunk chicks.
Yeah.
I don't think we're missing out.
What did you do when you were 26?
I know, man. I get it. Yeah, I understand. I was very understanding because he asked me the other day, and I realized that I was very understanding of that moment. Like, because like you said, what did I want to do? Same thing. That was my fun. That's the fun of. God, listen to me being old. You're landing somewhere in the middle. How old are you?
33.
33. Like exactly in the middle. Yeah.
Yeah, and it happens. I say it's like I think we did a show and then we went out to like Milky Lane and I was like, yeah, this is cool. And then once I like ate and I'm like, all right, I want bed.
And you looked over at me and you said like, Ryan, you haven't said anything for like last 20 minutes. Are you okay? And I'm like, I'm verbally, mentally, like comedically spent, man. Like I'm just content to just exist. And I don't want to have to contribute. Yeah, my energy's... I like that little moment's okay, because to me, that is like our trophy. Whether it's whether I sucked and it's a participation trophy, or I did really well and it's a success trophy. I like that little moment where I just get to exist, be around a group of us, talking or not talking too much, That's my little moment.
No, and I get it.
Yeah.
No, respect. Like, there are world famous comics who are like arena acts who do their bit and literally walk off the stage into the green room, grab their jacket and their keys, and leave.
Bro, I just want to be a person. It's like that moment, like 5 minutes, and it is only 5 minutes right now because I'm just an amateur. I'm an amateur stand-up comedian, so I don't mind saying that about myself. But after that 5 minutes, that's my time to be a performer, and that's my time to like decide I'm going to try to be funny for myself and for other people. And after that, I want to get off, and then I want to just be a person. That's where I give myself to be. Like, I don't need to impress anyone. I don't need to make everyone laugh. I don't need to achieve anything. Now I can just exist.
I believe I've now, as of today, dubbed that version of you standby mode.
Yeah, which one?
That when you say I just want to be a person, that's just you with the little power light just blinking. Like, it's like, okay, I've run my stand-up comedian protocol, and now that has concluded, and now I'm back onto standby mode, just existing.
Yeah, and I feel like the more I get to do the stand-up comedy bit, the more I give myself permission to just go into standby mode more often. It's a day-to-day life thing. It's like you can just talk at me. I see that I do it more. Like when I'm at work, someone will talk at me, and it's like, "Ryan, are you okay?" I said, "Yeah, I just want to listen to you. Let me be the world's best listener." Like,
but
I just want to contribute. I just want to contribute nothing.
Okay.
No, I'm listening, man. But honestly, sometimes when it gets to the point, like, it takes effort to listen. It takes effort to really. It takes a little bit of energy to give to listen. Sometimes I don't have that energy. So I'll be honest with you, yeah. Sometimes, and it's hard to say that to tell someone you didn't hear them because you didn't have that energy to give. And sometimes I lie. Hi. And but yeah, I don't know what that's called.
No, and you actually pointed it on something that, like, I think is really something I experience differently, though. Like, I feel like I'm sort of constantly seeking stimulus. Like, you know, like I like talking to people, and I want to ask them questions, and I want to, like, you call it argumentative, but sometimes I'm just wanting to get people to express themselves to me because, you know, I'm interested. What do you do? What are your thoughts on this? What do you reckon? Like, and sometimes people aren't always, like, you know, they give you the sort of typical answer. And so sometimes I sort of start digging, if that makes sense. And then,
yeah, you do like conversation, and you do like asking people questions. I said that's something that's really great about you. It's like you have a genuine interest. Yeah, I was just trying to think. Well, you have a genuine interest, and sometimes I don't have the energy for that. So like it stands out to me when you're doing that. It's like if I want to talk, I know I can go and talk to Jay. Like Jay, you ask me questions. You ask me stuff. Hey, I'm a little bit mindful of the shared space that we're in today, and I didn't chuck the timer on, and I know that some auditions happened in the theatre today. So in case I am stepping on some toes of audition time, I want to give the theatre a bit of a plug. That is, they got some shows coming up here. One's called Puss in Boots Pantomime. Check the website for dates, and another one's 9 to 5 that has auditions at the moment, and will be a show coming out here soon. Thanks so much for coming on.
Hang on, is it Bunbury Lyric Theatre?
Bunbury Musical Comedy Group and the New Lyric Theatre.
Is it the new or Bunbury, the website?
Or
because I think they changed it.
What is the website?
Yeah. I believe it's Bunbury Lyric Theatre.
I don't know. Can I have that for you guys next time? If you want to get ahead of me, you can Google Bunbury Musical Comedy Group.
That too.
And
What about
Ciao for now.
comedy? Can any of the stand-up stuff?
And come and follow us and watch our shows, Bunbury Comedy Connect and Improv Studio on Facebook. If you're watching this, you probably are able to find it.
Link in the description.
Watch Jay and me give you real life links in the description of us when we're on stage. Anything else you want to plug?
Yeah, this episode is brought to you by Calvin Klein and Step One Underwear, our sponsors.
Maybe we might get a sponsor. I don't think for that, but maybe for Bunbury Kmart.
Thank
Jay,
you very much. Thanks for having me.
You're great. I hope that you come on again sometime. You guys do great too. See you later.
Oh. You ready? Let's go. Real talk.
That was real.